This is a HeadGum podcast.
We're here to help. We're here to help. With Gareth and Jane. We're here to help. We're here to help.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time, that place, and that greasy bit of action. It's Weird Here to Help with your hosts, Steve Berg, Eric Edelstein. Now, our last episode, we had a doozy of a problem. No one has ever been in more need of help than our brother, Steve Berg. Steve, you had a tick on your dick. A lot of listeners writing in, a lot of people concerned, a lot of amateur advice, a lot of professional advice. Please give us an update. You look okay. Your color looks good. You seem okay. But a lot of people wanted you to go get tested for Lyme. They wanted you to get on a dose of antibiotics. They said the bullseye is not always an indicator of Lyme disease. Please update our good listeners.
Things are good. We're healed up. Zero symptoms. No bullseye. Should I go to a doctor and get antibiotics? Maybe. Should I go to a doctor in general? Maybe. However, I'm choosing the natural path on this one. A lot of teacher plant, some vitamin D.
Smoking weed?
Well, I mean, it's medicine, and it's prescribed.
But what about
to
all
me.
the people because I've learned so much about ticks since this incident. I've been reading all the comments on Reddit, on Patreon, on
Are they
Spotify.
a CIA creation? I don't know.
You might
Lyme
be,
disease.
You might be a psyop.
I
There's some interesting articles I found on that, which I won't get into now.
That's for another show. That's for another show. Yeah.
But a lot of people are saying just go to the doctor immediately if you're bit by a tick and get those antibiotics so it doesn't turn into Lyme.
Yeah.
You know me. I am a worrier. Why didn't you do that?
Oh, sheer laziness, Eric. I'm a roll the dice kind of guy. I like to wait till the problem appears and then freak out and go to the doctor. But I didn't, because look, I've I like to fly fish. I'm an outdoor kid. I've had so many ticks in my life. I've had one, and this is the first time I've had one. I've had one deeper embedded in me. And I've just never, I've just been kind of the school, like, hey man, like it's okay. Like people get bitten by ticks. Also, I will say Nebraska doesn't have a huge Lyme problem. Like I don't know if we have, is it the deer tick that carries Lymes a lot? It hasn't really reached this part of look, there is Lyme disease here, but it's not like a huge problem like it is in like Pennsylvania and New York and stuff like that.
Because Chris Maloney from Law & Order, his
I know.
commercials on all the time, and I get scared every time.
Lyme
disease.
I know.
It's not a joke. And he looks like he's been through hell.
No, look, I trust Maloney, but so far I'm good, and maybe
You're
I'll
pro
regret
Maloney.
it.
Yeah.
Big Maloney. I'm a Maloney.
Is there, Steve, a mark or a scar on your phallus?
Don't say phallus to me. God,
You got
so
a phallus.
filthy.
You're walking around with a phallus, buddy. And Buzz coming out of the Midwest as you're packing a full lunch, King. Is your phallus intact? Is there a mark on?
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I mean maybe a slight mark, but I bandaged it up, put a lot of vitamin E ointment on it and Neosporin. So no, we're healed up. We're operational again. We're open for business.
You're open for business. Oh my! Somebody call the
Eric,
Better Business
I
Bureau.
do want to slightly switch gears because
please, Steve,
I had an
bring
amazing...
us out of this hell.
The one you created.
I admit it.
Yeah, you brought it up.
But you did something truly amazing this week.
I did. Last weekend, I was invited to speak at the at Malvern Manor, which is a historically haunted location in Malvern, Iowa. And I gave a lecture about anonymous light phenomenon. And actually, on the Patreon, I made a little mini documentary of that situation, which will be up very soon. But the lectures went great. I love small towns, right? So to spend a week in a small town is like, I am in heaven. There's like 1,000 people there. One great diner that everyone, it was like basically Grand Central Station. Everyone goes there, and the food was so good.
What'd you get?
I weirdly, I want because before I speak, I don't like to go heavy, so I want it to be light and lively. So I got a Greek salad. Normally, I would not recommend doing that in a small town of 1,000. However, it was incredible. Lots of very generous with the
Greeks
Kalamata
went
olives.
everywhere. You can get a Greek salad there.
They did. In fact, I think ethnic food is always a good bet in small towns, in my opinion. But Eric, what was really fun and special about this weekend is I went ghost hunting in this place at night with some professional, I mean, I'm using that in quotes, ghost hunters, ghost investigators. And it was genuinely very scary. Very, very
really?
scary.
You don't get scared much. What?
I don't get scared much, but this place was vibed out. People had all kinds of instruments, EMF readers, dowsing rods, ghost boxes, and like little things would pop up. One ghost called me a bitch.
No.
Called
Are
me
you
a bitch.
serious?
We went into a room where supposedly
How did it know?
I don't They said before, I was like one of the few males on this little thing. It was mostly these wonderful women. And they were like, hey, so be warned before we go into this room, Gracie doesn't like male energy. And I was like, oh, well, I'm friendo female, like
you spend your life winning over elderly women.
Absolutely. That's exactly right. As we've said multiple times, we're in touch with our divine feminine. But we went in there, they were running instruments, and then they said something to the effect, some kind of question like, what do you think about the man in the room? And then all of a sudden it goes, bitch. And so I got called out for being a bitch by a disincarnate voice, which is a first. Check that off the bucket list.
How many people can say that, though?
Not many,
And
Eric.
I'm going to be honest. I love you, but she had you pegged.
She had me pegged. I mean, I am a bitch,
Ghosts
dude.
know.
Yeah, exactly.
So am I. That's why we do the show together, buddy.
I'm catty, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, please. I'm the Yenta of Glossal Park.
I will say I've always been kind of like a little bit like, I mean, look, I'm very skeptical about like whether we were actually communicating with non-human intelligence.
No, if it called you a bitch, I think you were. I think it was right.
You think that's the science?
I think you just proved ghosts, man. How else would it have known? So were the EMF readers going off like in Ghostbusters and the dowsing rods?
On the bottom floor, we got like a lot of action. And in the bottom floor I had been to this place one time during the day on a hot July day, and I was very scared during the day at this place. Very sweaty. There was not a lot of AC in this house, and insulation is questionable. But there is this one hallway where two people who I know personally, who I really believe that they experienced this to their knowledge, not saying what it was, but there is this shadow figure, like a shadow man, that chases people out. And so I actually went down and sat by myself in this dark hallway, couldn't see my hand in front of my face, and sat down there and waited for the shadow person to come. And it was the scariest 4 minutes of my life. I was terrified.
Did you see anything?
No, I saw nothing.
See, you know me. I would not do that. I would not invite it in. I'm terrified of shadow figures. I used to see them in my sleep, and I thought they were trying to kill me. And then my friend Tegan told me to not take Benadryl.
Yeah,
and I quit seeing
Benadryl makes the Hat Man come.
It truly did. It was terrifying. I had recurring nightmares and night terrors, and I run around, and I quit taking Benadryl, and it's the different hydramine HCI. So thank you, Tegan Quinn.
Yeah, there's like Reddit threads about people people reporting their Benadryl experiences. First off, do not take Benadryl to trip out and see the Hat Man, folks.
No, I wasn't. I'm doing it because I'm the most allergy-ridden soul there is. And
you're
allergic. I take
allergic.
nettles, but I would see these terrifying shadow figures that were trying to steal my breath when I slept.
Yeah,
for
you don't want that.
years. And then finally, Tegan's like, "Do you take Benadryl?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I take it to sleep." And for allergies, and they went away. But what happened in that house, Steve, that it's so haunted?
Well, it was an old care center. A lot of people, I think there's been 200 confirmed. Yeah, and it used to be.
Buddy,
it started out.
There's no way I'd go. There's
started
no
out
way
as a funeral parlor. Was a funeral parlor in the 1860s, and then got turned into a care center for people with psychological disorders and tuberculosis and stuff. But
what are you doing, dude? Don't you ever worry that those shadow figures and ghosts will follow you? I would never walk in there.
My wife worries about that. I don't, because I'm like, well, that would be great because I could bring it home and then I could study it. So.
Oh God, no!
Yeah,
you're so much braver than I am. You know, at the end of the day, you're actually not really a bitch. That ghost lied. Well, I am. I'd be so scared I'd never go back. That ghost lied. I wouldn't even say anything bad about that ghost. That's how scared I am.
We really came full circle on this. You at first you thought the ghost was around the money about calling me a bitch, and then you saw a reason and saw that I'm a brave, valiant soldier.
Yeah, much braver than I.
In the world of the
Much
paranormal.
braver than I. I'm scared of spiders.
Well, my
all right,
friend-
Steve, we got some amazing calls
Yeah.
today. Are you ready to get into it, you little bitch?
Hell yes. Okay, Eric, God dang it. We'll talk off the air. Never call me
We'll
a bitch
talk
in front
off
of
the
my
air, but the
friends.
ghost. Sorry, the ghost started it. I'm just going to finish it. But we have some truly incredible calls today, and we can't wait to get into it. So without any further ado, it's Weird Here to Help.
Don't you ever call me a little bitch again.
Sorry, bitch.
Well, my friend, welcome to Weird Here to Help, starring Eric Edelstein and your little buddy, Stephen Berg. Could you tell us what your name is, where you're calling from, and your favorite book, movie/TV show, and album?
Sure. Okay. So my name is Beatrice. I am calling from Minnesota.
Where in Minnesota,
favorite-
if you don't mind?
Just the suburbs of the Twin Cities.
Oh, I love it there. I am
a massive Minneapolis fan, St. Paul. I love it. Husker Du, The Replacements, two of my favorite bands of all time. The people couldn't be nicer. It's gorgeous. Great. You have a lot of Wendigo sightings. Yeah, it's great.
Have
I
you
can't say
ever
enough
had
good things.
breakfast or lunch at French Meadow?
No.
Oh,
What's that?
friend, it's so
Say
good.
more.
And I'm going to say this. This is going to be controversial to my brothers and sisters and themsers in the Northwest. Minnesota is the friendliest people on the planet. And it's genuine.
It is.
They're the
I agree.
kindest, nicest, best people. I went there and visited my good buddy Scott Sayre does. Everybody go to Mill City Sound, his record store. But when I first went there, I was so confused by how genuinely wonderful everyone was there. And I looked it up and I found the Prince quote, "The cold keeps the assholes out." And I
That's
sure
true.
think that's true. Yep, that's the magic of
Damn.
Minnesota right
That's a
there.
thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So Beatrice, first off, I love your name. Beautiful name. Yeah,
Thank you.
talk to me about some of your pop culture thingies. Book, album, TV, movie, and that kind of stuff.
Can do. So I feel like I should answer Prince, but I'm not going to. So
It's
please
okay.
don't come
It's
for
okay.
me.
Never,
okay.
ever,
Um,
ever. I shook his hand once. One day, I'm going to finally tell the story on our first Unk show. But yeah, you're allowed to. You could also say Bob Dylan. He's from Hibbing.
That's true. I could say all those, but I'm not
Yeah.
going to. I'm gonna say the greatest hits by ABBA.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Dancing Queen.
I love ABBA unabashedly. They're great.
Yes. Yes. Books. This might be cheating, but I'm gonna say the Lord of the Rings trilogy and the Hobbit. I have to have them all.
It's allowed. You're allowed that. This is your world, friend. We're just inhabiting it today.
Love those books.
Thank you. Thank you. And then TV show Schitt's Creek, hands down.
Okay.
So great.
Good
Oh, we miss
taste,
Catherine O'Hara.
Beatrice.
Schitt's Creek ruled. Finally, they
Yeah.
let Seabiscuit out of the stable and let him run. The great Chris Elliott. Schitt's Creek. And more Canadian television, please.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, more Canada everything. I
Minnesota's
think.
like Canada adjacent, I feel like. Like the Northwest is
Exactly.
kind of, but there's like a very shared, it's cold. They're funny. They're legends. We love it.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're legends. They also have a signature kind of pocket sandwich called the pasty. Have you ever had a pasty, Beatrice?
No, I feel like you're putting me to shame.
That's okay. That's okay.
haven't.
I haven't heard that. What
one
about
either.
but the other Minnesota things? What do they call it, Beatrice? Is it hot plate? Everybody has their own hot plate, and it's like
Hot dish?
Hot dish.
Hot dish.
Yes. Steve, do you know about hot dish?
Is it like a tater tot situation?
It's made for you.
Yes.
What's in it, Beatrice? Sell Steve on a hot dish because I know he'd love it.
If you're gonna go for like your classic tater tot hot dish, it's tater tots, usually ground beef, some
Yum.
kind of vegetable like
Oh,
carrots,
yum.
peas, etc., and then a mystery cream, usually cream of mushroom, something
Oh,
of that sort,
that sounds
and
that.
cheese.
I'll tell you what, that stick to your ribs, Midwest fare
Yes.
right there. I am all about that kind of cuisine. I'm not good at cooking it. I have a little experience, but boy, would I destroy a plate of hot dish right about now.
It might destroy you too, but yeah.
Yeah, it might. I have a sensitive belly, my old age.
Yeah.
You had him in mystery cream. He's yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Careful with the Mr. Cream.
It
It's
binds
gonna be
everything
an even.
together. The meat, the
That's
potatoes.
right.
Some hot
It's
dishes
true.
have cheese on top. Everybody has their
Oh.
own version of it. Like it's part of what makes
Exactly.
Minnesota the best.
Yeah, it really is. No, Beatrice, I'm sure you didn't call in to regale us with the stories of hot dishes and
Maybe
whatnot.
she did.
Well, if you did, that's fine too, because we can chat about that for 20 minutes, no problem. But sister, is there an issue that you think my cohort Double E and I can help you with? I've never called you Double E.
I like it. It felt good. It felt natural. You're crushing today, Steve. If I had to grade you, it's an A+.
It makes you sound like you're just like a walking brazier, like a.
What?
So, anyways, never mind. Okay.
All right,
anyways,
let's down to 9-3, Beatrice. He's plunging. I have no idea what you said hot dish, and now he can't think of anything else.
And now, yeah, I know. Like, I'm confused right now. But seriously, Beatrice, how can we help you today, my friend?
Yeah. Okay. So let me give you a little context because context is important. And
it
then
sure
I'll get to
is.
the question.
It's key.
Okay. So the first thing to note is that my boss is retiring in about 3 weeks. Okay.
Is that good? Is that good off the bat? Off the bat, is that good?
It's great. We're not sad.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably not listen to the show. I think we're safe here.
Yeah.
We're putting him in the canoe on the river with a bottle of booze and a hot dish and saying, "You've done your job. Float off. Bye."
Absolutely.
And then we find out the boss has one of my calendars on their refrigerator. So you never know.
In that case, we love you. Stop that canoe. Come back in. We're lost without you, friend.
We love you, boss, and we need you. Okay, I'm sorry. Please continue.
Okay, so a little bit about the situation. I was at work travel, and as part of the work travel, we went out for a dinner because that's what you do as a team.
Sure, I love
and
that.
we chose the classiest place. We went to the Cheesecake Factory in a mall.
Large menu.
Oh,
everyone wins.
Once blew out my sciatica picking up their menu.
Yeah,
that's right. Yes. So we sat down. We're there. We finished dinner. We're in between dessert and dinner and dessert. And my boss says, "I would like to practice my medium work." And she puts her hands out, palms up.
No.
She closes her eyes. She gets ready to call forth the spirit.
No.
And and my coworker that's sitting next to her eyes just like explode. She's a fairly religious person. The coworker, her eyes explode. She looks at me and she's like, "Hey, can we please like go to the mall just to like get something for my husband?" And I'm like, "Sure, let's go." And so she has to like awkwardly like interrupt my boss, right? As she's like trying to call down the spirit to scooch past her in the booth.
No.
And so she gets out, we escape into the mall. We're out there for like maybe 15 minutes. We come back and my boss is livid. Like she's pissed. And I'm like, "Hey, what's wrong? Were we gone too long?" And she's like, "Yes." And she beelines it for the car. We all beeline it behind her. The next 2 days are really awkward. It's just silent treatment.
Oh.
Weekend comes. So then Monday, I get called into a meeting with her, and she proceeds to tell me that my behavior at the work travel dinner was inappropriate because I left the dinner and I didn't give a return time. Yeah. And okay. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this. She's my HR manager. So I'm an HR. She's my HR manager.
No.
She's an HR. Incredible.
She's an HR manager trying to summon spirits at the Cheesecake Factory. You know what? Long may she run. I'm seeing why she's retiring. This is legend behavior, but it isn't anything I'd want to be around. But like, we have to acknowledge we run across a really unique American.
We have to acknowledge legend behavior.
This is an all-timer. Like, Beatrice, congrats. You're already in the top 5 calls, and we're only 8 minutes in. Like, don't let that go to your head. But like, this is amazing, insane behavior.
Right.
It's why corporate America won't have me, because I would do the same thing.
But Steve, if you did it, you would make sure everyone around you was comfortable.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. I mean, like, because like, look, when you're delving into the dark arts or seances or occultism or esotericism, it is not. You should never force anyone or put anyone in a position where they're feeling bad about not participating in a ritual, because that is seance is a ritual. You're all agreeing to do a separate protocols to try to create an event.
Go back to that word, Steve. You're all agreeing. Your boss is not asking consent. And let me just tell you, because I'll call a caller out. I don't care. You did the most perfect HR thing ever. You got that person that was uncomfortable out of there. You took them to Hot Topic, to Foot Locker, to Cinnabon, probably got them a couple mini bonds and a mocha latte chill, and like handled that situation with grace and decorum. I hope you're taking over your boss's job, because out the gates, your behavior was perfect and your boss is crazy. Check her crawl space. I bet there's at least a couple people up there, maybe still alive.
I'm going to add a caveat to that. I'm going to say your boss, because Eric, we acknowledge this legend behavior.
Yeah.
In a lot of respects, is crazy awesome. because here's where the boss,
The
this lady,
Cheesecake Factory, Stephen.
let's call her Meredith for
The
our
Cheesecake
so
Factory.
Meredith,
Sure.
right. On its face, on paper, what Meredith did is one of the coolest things I have ever fucking heard in my life. However, if you are going to be mad at someone for
That's
not
it.
participating in a magical ritual at
Yeah.
a public space, then
Yeah.
you probably shouldn't be using mediumship or any kind of magical skills, because first off, you're being selfish and you're forcing people into bending randomness without the consent, and I don't think that's cool
No.
to do.
What she should have done said, guys, I know you know I'm retiring. I'm going to try to be a medium. I'm going all in. If anybody wants to, you're going to get free dessert right now. Anyone not? The mall's right over there. Go crazy. Go to Foot Locker. But to put that on people, because I'll say this, and I know I got a reputation for being hippie, woo-woo. I've never done a Ouija board. I won't go near a Ouija board. Steve teases me and threatens to bring Ouija boards to my home, and I don't want it. And
My wife won't even let me use mine.
no,
I'm a Ouija board pariah over here.
I had 9 years of Catholic school and it's stuck, and I won't go near those things. And for somebody to do that, and also to ruin, we may make jokes about the large menu. I've never had a bad meal at the Cheesecake Factory. When I was
true.
starving,
Yeah.
well, I've never really been starving, let's be honest. When I had no money, my parents would come to town and they would take Derek Waters and I to the Cheesecake Factory. And it was every single time we would put on the calendar and look forward to it so much. They never should have taken the Mile High meatloaf off the menu. We should do a seance for that. That was bad.
I love
move.
meatloaf.
But
Yeah.
I think you already know, you handled this perfectly. But
Thank you.
what did your boss say to you in that meeting afterward? Because to me, that should have been an apology meeting from her and saying, thank you for saving my ass.
Yeah.
But this is someone that's quitting
Yeah.
it's not afraid about HR.
Yeah. Right. Because, so that's my question is, do I report her, right? Or do I just let it go under the bridge because she's retiring in 3 weeks?
Can I ask you a question about that? Let me ask you a
Yeah.
question about that, because that's what I was just thinking about. It's you're about ready to move up in the world, right? And
time.
I think you have been kind of dealt a shitty card by this whole situation, because it is a quandary. It's what do I do? I think a lot of times I would be like, you know what, they're retiring in 3 weeks. Maybe they're going through a weird phase and they're panicking because they don't know what to do with their life and their time after they retire. Oh, let bygones be bygones. However, you're in the middle or starting your career, and if part of your job is to report inappropriate behavior, am I right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Berg understands what HR is.
I was, by the way, that was a shot in the dark. I wasn't sure.
I'm glad he got it right. I'm glad.
You nailed it.
It would have been bad
Absolutely
for the
right.
pod.
To me, I'm looking after my own. You're in the middle. You have a long career ahead of you. And also, I think the higher ups are going to respect that you don't fear a boss. And you could even kind of say look, here's a reality situation. Meredith tried to do a seance at the Cheesecake Factory.
It's just a fun sentence to say.
Which is so fucking fun to say. I can say it all day, right? And we acknowledge the caveat aside, this is legend behavior. On paper, this is one of the coolest things a boss could ever do. But for you, you've been put in a difficult position. If I'm you, I report it, because if I'm the boss, I say you know what? Beatrice is not scared of seniority and stuff like that. Something inappropriate happened, and she had the guts to report it right away. That's just my take. Eric,
Here's my
what do you
take,
feel about
Steve.
that?
I'm about two things. I'm about no snitches. I'm about no narcs. I don't think you need.
But you're in HR, dude.
It doesn't matter.
You're a
She's
professional
leaving in
snitch.
3 weeks. I'm about to offer a solution that on the sum is going to seem insane. It's going to seem crazy, and yet I'm in for it. And Steve, I'm so sorry. I think you're going to have to be in for it too.
Okay.
I think you should go to your
Ready.
boss and say, I'm a friend of a program that dabbles in the paranormal, and they would love to have you on to do a seance.
Oh, God.
They get big numbers. There's a whole buzz. And Beatrice, we will let her come on and cook. And if she wants to do it remotely from a Cheesecake Factory, she is welcome to do it. She can get the Southwestern egg rolls and talk to the dead, and I will thank her. And, you know,
also there's
Yeah, right, Steve? We'd have her on.
Well, and here's the thing, Beatrice, we have something in common. I have also broken bread with a psychic medium. I'm not joking. Also, she was very pretty, and the whole time I was like worried that she was thinking like, oh, is he like, you know. Anyways, and I won't get into that.
No, I want to circle back to that, Beatrice. You gotta, if you have a minute. So hold on. No, Steve. No. You're stuck in this now. Congrats. So you're worried the whole time, like, I don't want to think she's attractive because she'll know.
Yeah, so I was like trying to play mind.
So are you like trying to think of like a pink elephant? Like, don't think she's attractive.
Yes, exactly. I was like, think about baseball. Think about George Brett. Like think about. Like,
I think it's highly sexual to think about George
damn
Brett.
It, yeah, he's a good-looking man.
He inspired the song Royals because
right.
he's such an erotic, good-looking guy in those powder blue uniforms.
He really was.
No, we're not leaving this. Sorry, buddy. Was there a vibe between you two?
There wasn't. She was married. I'm married, and there was 2 other people there. But we were having a conversation, getting to know each other, blah, blah, blah. And I never met her, and we were at a Bigfoot conference, of course. And which is a way I spend my time sometimes.
But we're not here to judge.
Yeah,
we're not here to judge.
No, it was one of these
offered this lunatic legend a spot on the show.
Well,
Look, Steve is getting sweaty.
I felt like I was being
Steve,
polygraphed.
your forehead is sweating underneath that fantastic head of hair.
Well, it's
My husband will say grandma butt to help him calm down.
That's a good one. Steve, take that.
Did you say he'll think about his grandma's butt?
Well, to calm down, yeah.
Yeah,
it works.
That will work,
Is
Steve.
that how you beat a polygraph?
Next time you find yourself insanely attracted to a psychic or a Bigfoot researcher, you think about your grandma's butt and you thank Beatrice's husband.
Thank you,
okay?
Mr. Beatrice.
This is why we need HR involvement in our show. Yeah, I don't think we need to tell on her with 3 weeks left. I think we need to like keep it clean and like you don't want to create an enemy.
Here's the thing, though. This could not be.
Or if you do it, say it in a funny way.
Okay.
Right?
Eric, you know what? Like on paper, I totally agree with you. The only thing I think about is if I'm just hired someone to do Beatrice's job, and then they were around a very red flagged, egregious, foul in the HR world, and they didn't report that because there was other employees there. I mean, it might get back to Jim Bob, who's running the whole company. And Jim Bob's gonna be like, dude, why didn't you tell me that like Meredith did a seance at the Cheesecake Factory? I'm worried about. I'm more worried about you than I am Meredith. Meredith is retiring. She's gonna go be a psychic medium at Casa Dega in upstate New York and love her life. But you have a long career ahead of you in the HR game, and I think like if you start this new position with overlooking something just because it's a superior. I don't know. Like, I guess if I was Jim Bob and I ran the company, I'd be like, you know what? That's badass. You had the guts to come to me about this. She should not have been trying to summon the dead at Cheesecake Factory in a mall. I mean, like, call me crazy. Call me a stickler to the rules, but I believe that is in I believe that's in the bylaws, page 42, Z49 line, no seances in chain restaurants.
That's got to be. That's got to be.
I have to put it in the company
handbook.
handbook.
We have to now going forward. Now, here's a question I have because, I have a million questions. I could talk to you for an hour about this because it's such legend behavior, which you did. But did you get a report on how the seance went after you left?
Okay, so I didn't. But here's the thing. A little backstory. I've been with this organization for about 3 years. The first month I started, we were on a work trip in Chicago. And she did a one-on-one seance with me. Just dove right on in.
She's a freaky weirdo. I love this.
Yeah, Steve's going to have to think about his grandma's butt when we have her on the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did the one-on-one seance go?
Is she a silver
Was
fox?
it real?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So personally, I don't believe anything she said because she seemed just rehearsed and like she kind of says the same thing, and also it's just she's not my cup of tea.
Medium.
Not even good.
She's not even a medium.
Not even good.
She's
not even
a
good
low
job.
medium.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not a medium.
Yeah,
she's a low.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I just kind of like hummed and hawed my way through it because I'd only been on with like she'd only been my manager at that point for about a month.
Oh,
So like, what the hell do I do?
that is also a
Beatrice, it's so great. It's so fun. If you saw the movie, you'd be like, "This is not real. What was wrong with that writer?"
Yeah,
This is why I love life.
Unfortunately, I think we've kind of come to this place where Eric and I are at a bit of a crossroads, which doesn't happen often. I am 100% for you, and like, look, you wouldn't think I'm gonna like, Steve. Oh, you're the
narc.
guy who's into the weird
snitch.
stuff.
Snitches get stitches.
But however, I'm looking after.
But it's HR.
But it's HR. That's literally.
You're right.
The job.
Can you do it in kind of a funny, conversational way? Like, look, we love this legend. She's leaving.
I think you could.
I don't want it to be awkward when I'm eating. I'm assuming she's going to have a goodbye party with Hot Dish because it's Minnesota. I don't want that to be awkward for you.
Yeah.
Maybe we can kind of meld the two. I think Steve's probably right, and Steve is better at day jobs than I was. I got a pizza place shut down by the health department. You were a good Barnes & Noble employee.
I was pretty good.
What if you did it in like a kind of a whimsical, fun way of like, look, some legend shit went down at the Cheesecake Factory. I know she's leaving, but just so you know, because that's also taking care of your
employees,
religious coworker who should feel comfortable at work. That was a major league intrusion, breach, insanity, and for your boss to get mad that you took her out of the situation, what you did was perfect HR behavior, means your boss is truly crazy and truly very welcome to come on here for a special episode.
We're actually big fans of this lady.
Yeah, I mean, this is the funniest shit ever.
All jokes aside, like, if I was writing a screenplay, like the next thing I ever write, if I ever write anything again, I will absolutely put that scene in there. I'm stealing that because it's one of the
but people
funniest
wouldn't
setups.
believe it.
No, they wouldn't believe it.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
It's so crazy.
But
it's hard to ruin a meal at the Cheesecake Factory,
I do think
Steve.
I think
with that menu, there's something for everyone.
I agree, and I think Eric kind of nailed it. I think you do turn her in, but you soft shoe it and kind of like with a smile and a little bit of a giggle under your breath, like, so this is what happened. Pam got a little uncomfortable because she's an evangelical or whatever, and like had to go to Pepperidge Farm to like go buy some summer sausage to chill out.
She went to C's Candy.
Yeah, exactly.
She just got a bunch of fudge.
Yeah. She got so much fudge.
We let her get extra samples.
I'm actually
she
now
was
turning
really
her
upset.
in because
yeah.
Yeah, you're not like, the police here, but like I do think you could do it in a way kind of like how Eric was pitching, where you're kind of giving it a little bit of a soft shoe. It's like this funny thing happened, and then I think your boss probably like, all right, we're gonna let it go. She's gone 3 weeks, just kind of grin and bear it. But thank you for telling me. I'm glad I hired the right person.
Oh.
That's my take.
I'm a lot like Pac.
Okay.
I got a big Tupac streak in me. I don't like snitching, but I think this is the rare time. I think it helps you, and it also your poor coworker was made to feel very uncomfortable.
Yeah,
and we want to acknowledge and allow anyone's religion, and that is truly insane behavior.
Yeah, she caused satanic panic in the religious coworker.
Yeah, I mean, my God, we want to take care of that person. So I think for this, I'm going to let my inner Tupac go and say, let's snitch. In a funny way.
In a funny way.
Which, Beatrice, you already have such a great way of pitching this.
You do.
And I think you do it with a little wry smile already, and it will all work out great. And then just have a giant smile on your face. Bring a nice hot dish for her going away party. And then let her know if she wants it. She has a place to do a seance right here with us. And I will have to mute my video to keep from laughing a whole lot because this person is a next level nut. When I hear about someone like this, I applaud them. That they've been able to survive this long in this crazy world, being that insane, that it took until 3 weeks before she retired to truly go off the deep end. But retirement's scary. She might be having weird stuff in retirement.
I'm wondering that too. I also will think
people pass away when they retire because they're not challenged anymore. Maybe she's looking for an amazing new challenge, but I personally do not believe she can summon the dead. But there's only one way to find out right here on Weird Here to Help.
That's right. Bring her on. Put your money where your mouth is. I would say, in the interest of science and research, ask the other coworkers who were at the seance once you left what went down line by line, detail by detail. If you could find out what actually happened at the seance, we'd love to have you back on because like while the mechanics of us helping you are fun with this call, the setup for this call is I don't know will ever be beat. I truly, and I mean that, like the setup of a seance, a forced seance by your boss at the Cheesecake Factory, on paper is the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life, and is such like Guinness Book like legend behavior, like Eric said, that
We want more.
Like game recognizes game, and I have a lot of respect for this woman. However,
Crazy recognizes crazy. Yeah.
Crazy. Well, okay, maybe that's what it is. But please find out what happened, and if you can report back to us. I'm curious.
Beatrice, we need at least one follow-up. I feel like this could be a whole spinoff.
Yeah.
We need to know what went down at that seance.
Yeah.
It's like crucial to our show.
It really is. It really is. So find out what happened there. And then whatever you decide with addressing this with your boss, we'd love to know. So please, I think this would be a great one for a follow-up.
Okay.
So if you wouldn't mind, doing what you got to do, get this under your belt, start in your position, but call back and tell us what actually happened at the seance and then how it went turning her in.
All right. I'll think about it. I'm not committing to anything.
No, you don't have to.
I have to
That's
process.
the HR response. That's a level of discipline.
Look at that.
13
Look at that.
does
Look at
not
that.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. But let us know. Think about, meditate on it. Think about what you do. But either way, we need to know what went down at that seance and let her know for her new career as a medium, she's got a jumping off point on a semi-hit podcast. We're ready for her.
She'll be thrilled.
Okay,
She's gonna be so
done.
excited.
We
I
won.
also would love to if I'm you, I go so deep into this. I would go back to Cheesecake Factory and try to find the server and go, is this something you've seen before? What was you? Did you notice a seance was being done? By the way, was there an apparition of a weird old man lingering about later in the evening? I have to know what happened. I'm so curious. And if you don't want to come back on, just write it in an email, please, Beatrice. I'm begging you.
Okay.
Gotta know.
Okay.
Thank you so much for sharing this.
Yeah.
You truly made our day.
Yeah.
This is one of the
Glad to hear
greatest.
it.
This call is what we're all about.
Yep. Thank you so much, friend.
Glad to hear it. I aim to please.
All right. Have a good one, Beatrice.
Yes, you're
you
very welcome.
rock. You
Yeah.
gave us a gift.
All right, Beatrice. Thanks so much, buddy.
Caller. Hello, friend. You are live on the air. We're here to help. We want to help you. What's your name and where are you calling from? And if you want to give us a fake name and location, that's fine too.
Hi, I'm Carrie, and I'm calling from Philadelphia.
Ooh.
Hi, Carrie.
The city of
Oh,
brotherly
we love
love.
Philadelphia here. It's awesome.
It is. It's a great time.
I've been to shows at the Tower Theater. Great food. The other thing, Carrie, I hate to bust you, Philly folks, some of the friendliest people I've ever met. I think
I
the
know.
whole city of brotherly love thing is real.
Don't they
And
throw
then if you call
batteries
them
at
on it, it's
people?
like, nah, keep it quiet. We like you. You showed respect. But Philadelphia is awesome. I love going there. I always say if I got a long-term gig in New York, I'd live in Philly. Just take that train, hang out with the legends, try to live in the neighborhood where David Lynch's old house is.
Yeah, in the Phillies, they got great uniforms. I mean, no, look, there's a lot of good things about it. My wife went to college there.
That's
She
a
loves
great
Philly.
ballpark, too. And Philadelphia fans are amazing.
Carrie, can I ask you a very serious question? And this question would be, I'm going to need, if you wouldn't mind, if you would tell us what your favorite movie/premium TV show is, favorite book, and favorite album are, just so we can get a handle on who you are.
It's a great question, one I was expecting, but that didn't help. I would say my favorite, I'm not a big movie person, I'm a TV person, and it shifts all the time. But right now, I've been doing a lot of American Dad, really enjoying it. I never got into it when I was a little younger, and it's so much fun. So I've had a lot of fun
It's
with it
hitting
lately.
now. I like it. Respect.
Look, I'm not trying to be that guy, and yet I've been dragged into being that guy. You want to see Mayor Woodside on American Dad? It's the big guy. It's me. I've done about 7 or 8 episodes. It is so much fun, and they're the nicest crew in town, but it is a blast. But, get lost in my episodes of American Dad especially. I highly encourage me.
That goes for all you listeners out there.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We love American Dad because they paid me. So you're 1 for 1, friend.
Yeah.
You're 1 for 1. Now give us an album and a book, and preferably involving me too. I'd be thrilled.
So let me think. So my book, are you familiar with Storyworth? This isn't technically a book, but are you familiar with
No.
Storyworth?
No.
It's where you give a grandparent or someone in your life basically prompts, and then it compiles into a book.
Oh.
And so I have that partially completed for my grandma, and my grandfather's working on one now. So that'd probably be one that I would always want to have with me.
Oh, that's sweet. I love
My
that.
dad
What a
did
cool
that,
idea.
and I'm so glad my dad did that. He has such good stories. It's so cool you're having your grandparents do that. And I kind of now think every other book that every other person's given is bullshit second tier because you are going to carry the love of your elders with you. And that's awesome. You know, we love elders on this show.
Especially
Maybe
Eric.
not on We're Here to Help, but We're Here to Help is a pro elder, pro 90-year-old experience. So we are accepting Storyworth from you and applauding it. And then give us an
Awesome.
album.
Yeah, so probably Purgatory, Tyler Childers. You're familiar?
Oh, sure. We like
I
Tyler
love
Childers here.
Tyler.
Love.
Oh, and
He
have you
gets it.
seen him live, friend?
Yes, I saw him here in Philly, and then I'm going to see him more in like central Pennsylvania this summer.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome. We're in central Pennsylvania.
Hershey? You know, they have the big
the great
giant
Hershey.
stadium. Yeah.
I hear Hershey is
Hershey's great. I've been to Hershey many times. The World International Dog Grooming Convention is in
Oh.
Hershey, Pennsylvania. And Steve, imagine a town that revolves around chocolate.
Yes, please.
And gets the best live music bands. Bob Dylan's played there, but we
Ooh.
want to give a big shout out to Barkley, doing incredible things in the world of dogs. And we love the World Dog Grooming Expo in Hershey, Pennsylvania. But Hershey, also seeing someone country like Tyler that fights the good fight, Hershey's a place
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah.
You get a little bit out there, you'll get people coming in from the sticks. And Tyler is amazing. One of the best live shows on the planet.
I will also add about central Pennsylvania is a hotbed for UFOs and Bigfoot to be seen in conjunction with each other, especially in 1973 and 1974. But Carrie, that is not what you're calling about, I'm guessing.
Might be.
If it is,
Our
I can
Bigfoot,
certainly help.
chocolate. Come on.
Well, Carrie, talk to us, sister. What's going on? How can we help you?
Yeah, so I currently work, it's a corporate company. We're kind of in like consulting, and I am actually taking on a new role this summer within the company. So I'm going to be doing our event planning, kind of running some of like the day-to-day operations in terms of kind of like employee experience. And we're a pretty small office, like a pretty young, small office. And I just wanted some suggestions or ideas of how to kind of bring some whimsy back into the 9 to 5. Like I think almost planning some of the big events are kind of the easier part, when it's like a whole day spent somewhere fun. But I think just little day to day, like in school you'd have like Spirit Week and things like that, like just little things that aren't going to take too much time out of someone's day, but just make the day a little more fun.
I like
Stephen, please allow me here because I'm going to give I think an obvious idea. I've been watching Mad Men.
Oh, yeah.
And in Mad Men, those guys are drinking at the office all day.
All day.
And I think it's a tragedy as a society we've gotten away from that. Because they were doing great work at Sterling Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
And I think an incredible shortcut to whimsy is a spirit or a beer or wine. So that would be my first big pitch is, one, okay, maybe not during the day, but having some off-site activities where people cut loose, have a couple cocktails. Everybody stays very appropriate, of course. This isn't the 50s. We don't want some of that other Don Draper stuff going on. But I think, just for afterward, I think some team bonding, like, go to the Cheesecake Factory, go to Chili's, go to Fridays.
Ooh, love
Like
Chili's.
some
Eric's
team
naming
bonding for some
like the
fun
shittiest
meals.
places, like these chain places. Go to IHOP
have
and get
the
a
chicken crispers.
Yeah, go get a
and
Bud
never
Light at
look
IHOP.
back.
I know. Like,
Shout out to the Chili's at the Tulsa airport. They're such good people. I think first off, you got to start with having people spend some time outside the office together is so much fun. One.
Yeah.
And then, boy, when I was watching Mad Men, I just can't believe how much booze people are drinking
It
at
is.
work.
yeah, and you're looking for like little things to like generally lift the energy of the office. So I hear you. Like doing these event days, like, hey, we're all gonna go play paintball together, at Joe's Paintball Shack down in Shreveport. That's fun, of course. But like, I like Eric's idea of adding like maybe once a month. I would do it also on a Thursday, maybe like the last, just little bit of work. Like you could like cut work the last half hour out of the day and then have some like margaritas, something like that. And then, if people want to go to, Shawnee O'Hallahan's down the street afterwards and keep the party going.
And they do.
And they do. That would be good. I would not do it on a Friday because Friday people want to leave and go the fuck home. They
Yeah.
want to.
Oh, that's
they're
brilliant,
dying to get home
Steve.
and get their weekend started. But Thursday is kind of like that. It's like a spicy Friday. You know, it's like you're feeling kind of wild. Like Thursday, like I don't drink a ton anymore, but Thursday is my favorite day to have beers if I'm doing that. There's something about Thursdays. It's a magical day. But
The other thing, Steve, I like that idea of Spirit Week. Like, I think if that's your first idea, I think Spirit Week sounds awesome. And what if you guys all dressed for like a Phillies game? Or if it's
Ooh,
Friday and the Eagles have a big old game,
Yeah.
have everybody do the ultimate casual Friday. You come in a Randall Cunningham jersey and never look back.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't that sound, I mean, I think, you know, sometimes the subconscious is an amazing thing. You said Spirit Week. Bring back Spirit Week. That was so fun in high school.
I want to throw something. It's a little angular out there. But look, when I think of Philadelphia, I'll be honest. I think of Benjamin Franklin. I
Very
think
true.
of Ben Franklin. What if you held a Benjamin Franklin like impression contest? One Friday afternoon, maybe you bring out some alcoholic seltzers, some High Noons or White Claws, whatever, and then everyone, the people who want to participate, are gonna like do like a Benjamin Franklin monologue with like the little like funny glasses and stuff like that.
That would be fun. Or even if like it was like, you have to recite something of like your favorite Philly person. I mean, there's so many.
Oh yeah,
Because
Oh,
I don't know if I
yeah.
could do a
Love that.
Benjamin Franklin impersonation. I could hold up a key, but I don't think I would know what to
That's
say.
good though.
That's it. Just don't take it outside because we don't want you messing around with electricity too much.
We're
But
not
there's
legally
so
binding.
many incredible Philly legends from Allen Iverson to David Lynch that I think having a Philadelphia. So let's get in the weeds a little bit. What kind of business is this? Like, what are you guys making? What are you guys doing?
Yeah, what kind of
you don't mind
beeswax
me
is
asking.
happening here?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
kind of like business consulting adjacent. So I don't know if
What
that
does that?
helps.
What is?
Yeah,
what,
you can have everybody
what does
do a
that mean?
pitch.
What does that mean? Like I hear because like and I'm asking because I'm a dumb actor. I just do makeup for a
So,
living.
we
Talk
will
to me.
like advise, like other companies are our clients, and we will advise like strategic decision making in terms of like marketing or like talent acquisition. It's
I got you.
yeah, very
got you.
business.
Yeah, it's straight, that's straight up beeswax right there. I want to think of some other like I wonder if they're like this sounds crazy, but like what if you got like a gaming system, like maybe an Xbox or a PlayStation,
Ooh,
and you had some like dumb games that everyone could play,
Like
not
Mario
like John
Kart.
Madden football. Yes, exactly.
Yes, Mario Kart, GoldenEye, James
that
Bond.
would be
Yeah,
so much
and-
fun.
And then you have like prizes, like, oh my God, this guy gets a gift
Yeah.
card, or this gal gets like, something else. But like have like little prizes, just like, a competition you do during your lunch break, and you could like even like have like a March Madness bracket.
Ooh,
It can go through the whole
Oh
month.
yeah.
Create like a bracket, and then the grand prize. It doesn't have to be like a huge monetary thing. Maybe they get a free day off.
yeah.
I don't know if you can make that happen, but like
Well, maybe I can try.
maybe.
I think she
That
can.
is the good thing about being
I
in a
think she's
smaller
being
company.
humble.
Yeah. Or they get to show up for work drunk or like tripping on acid. Like it's totally illegal.
Go for that. Go for that.
We
also,
do already
what
have a
about
TV,
this?
so that makes it easier.
Oh,
You're halfway
okay.
there.
Well, if you have a TV, then I think the next great thing you need to do, 2 words, karaoke lunch
Oh,
Okay.
brother.
with prizes.
Oh, brother.
And I think, it doesn't have to be mandatory, but it kind of should be. Everybody
Right.
has to sing one song because there's a magic about seeing people at their most vulnerable
Yep.
and what they love the most, and that's music.
Yeah.
And if you started doing a karaoke lunch, and I think we can already tell you have the skills to MC this and be the ultimate karaoke host, but all these things are steering this onto the path of a very, very fun workplace.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
since you do consulting, it might be a hilarious thing to do, consulting cosplay. Like, okay, take a nightmare business situation. How would you consult for Enron in 1994?
Yeah,
How
some case
these-
studies.
these other companies. All right, Jack in the Box had a horrible E. coli thing in the 80s. Everybody give your best pitch for Jack in the Box because they almost closed and they were saved because of business consulting.
Yeah, like the lady who
But
got her
there's
lap burned
constantly-
at McDonald's by the hot coffee. classic.
Yeah, how do you fight back from the hot coffee? And you say everyone like, okay, we are representing a company that just had somebody's lap burned by hot coffee. Give us your best pitches on Friday. Winner gets a half day off. All that kind of stuff.
Also-
and then are people mostly coming back into the office to work rather than remotely?
Yeah, we have a couple days remote, but for the most part, we're all pretty present.
No,
I would say if you have a remote day, you do a show and tell where people show their favorite stuff they have at home, and we get to meet
Ooh.
everybody's pets.
oh,
You all get to know each other so much better. You know, Lee the dog makes quite a few appearances ever because he's a very needy poodle terrier mix, and he'll cry, and he's 15. He needs his dad. But I think people like it when Lee makes an appearance on the pod.
They
Even
do.
though he has been mean to Steve before.
Yeah.
He doesn't like Steve.
He's trying to
staying in
poison
his
me.
room.
Yeah.
But like all of a sudden things are a lot more, fun at work if you're like, man, I
Yeah.
saw into this guy's soul because he has this cat that he loves so much.
Yeah.
And we're a big pro cat podcast
Yeah,
here.
we are.
Oh, yeah,
we
I
are.
have
So
four.
I think on those remote days, you do old school show and tell. And just like I think your idea of Spirit Week is so brilliant, you should straight up do Spirit Week for Philly sports, March Madness, get going with Villanova,
Yeah.
Temple. You've got some incredible sports teams there. But like go retro. Bring it back to show and tell, Spirit Week, all that kind of stuff. And I think even some people that are maybe a little eye rolly at first, once they're holding their cat or gerbil, they're going to be loving life.
I love the pet thing is unique in such a great angle. Like, and also that's something everyone can participate in. If you don't have an animal, it may inspire them to get one. I will also just say I'm not sure what the petty cash situation is at the old business. You're there,
Mm.
but
Send
if you
a check to Stephen
well,
Berg, here in Omaha,
I'm
Nebraska.
sorry, Eric.
Warren Buffett.
I'm sort of getting there. But for like an end of the year blowout blast, I mean, for a Southwest flight in a shared room in Philadelphia, you can bring Eric and I out and we'll do a little in-office show. Maybe we'll do an act from True West. Do a little do a little
flip a
That would
coin
be
two-handed.
for
so
who plays lead.
amazing.
Yeah, well, maybe and
we're
look,
in.
we're both Eric's a natural baritone, I'm a natural bass. We harmonize well together. We come sing some Sinatra classics.
I'll sing Sammy.
Yeah, we'll
I would
lead
be so
everyone
happy.
lead everyone in line dancing. I'm talking about we'll go out with everyone afterwards. We'll
Yeah, Reading Terminal Market.
the
We
town
can hit
red.
it up.
absolutely.
Oh yeah, and I think off-site lunches sound so fun to me.
Yeah.
Where you just go off-site. We're gonna look the other way if Don from accounting orders a cocktail, but like there's a whole bunch of fun in that. And I think the thing is, as people are going back to work, we all got pretty darn comfortable at home. For me right now,
Yeah.
it's a massive achievement that I am wearing pants. And they may not be there for the next
Not
caller.
by
I've got
choice. It's not by
tasteful
choice. I
boxers.
made him put
no,
pants
but
on.
like, if you start doing stuff like this to make coming back to work more fun, and free meals and contests and Spirit Week and show and tell when they are working
Yeah.
remotely, I think you're really going to build some team building, and you're clearly the right person for this job.
Well, thank you.
Another easy thing you can do that I honestly think is so fun, and call me like I'm a very Midwest mother like this, but bring a covered dish day.
Ooh.
And you have like an appetizer, like, late afternoon,
Yeah.
Carrie brought her famous ambrosia salad. Oh, look what Toby brought. He brought bruschetta with little crostinis.
Yeah.
That could be fun.
yeah.
Potluck, Steve, a potluck.
Love a potluck.
We do a Thanksgiving potluck, but we don't really do one anytime else. We could do like 4th of July. I feel like that's the
Hell
time people
yes.
have potlucks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do
And
a
it's gonna be a
Benjamin.
pretty
That's
big
when you
year
have
here in
people
Philly.
dress up like Ben Franklin.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
we should have a centennial party. Is it a centennial? Is that what it is? Did it already happen?
That
What
sounds
is it?
about right. I think
No,
so.
it's 250 years. What's that called, Steve?
Boy, I'm not.
What's
It's
that
called
called?
something.
I'm not a math guy.
It's called something. I'm sad about the state of a Kansas degree and a Gonzaga degree that neither Steve. Is it a sesquicentennial maybe?
That sounds about
Maybe.
right.
That's a large, big swing. But yeah, you have to do something because Philadelphia is the birthplace of America.
Yeah.
And let me also say this. We're thinking Ben Franklin, that guy was deep into the life. He was boozing, he was swinging, he was having himself a good old time.
He was also
and that's a
performing dark
wonderful
magic with the
Thursday.
Hellfire Club.
Is that true?
I think it is.
I don't mind a little bit of dark magic.
No,
at this
I'm
workspace, Steve.
pro dark magic.
No, have a Ben Franklin day and be like, this is not the Ben Franklin from grade school.
Yeah.
Leave your kite, leave your key at home. We're getting really weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're getting very strange
Yeah.
here.
Make Ben
Hellfire-
weird again.
Yeah, make Ben Franklin weird again. I don't know why we went away from it, but he was loving life.
Yeah.
He was having a good old time.
Oh, yeah.
Deep in the skin game.
He was in the skin trade.
Yeah, and like, obviously we're going to have healthy boundaries for all this stuff, but I think we're really getting an exciting way of all these events to keep stuff going and keep checking in with us because we have more and more and more ideas.
Yeah.
But I think already we got 10 great ideas here, and then it's just like fine-tuning, getting stuff cleared for work. But I think if you start doing Thursdays as these theme days,
Yeah.
and I think you started us off at Spirit Week. It's just you are taking Spirit Week to a new and fun adult workplace.
Yep. I love it. I love it. I mean, no, is there are we missing any kind of like vibe or tone that you're trying to create? Like, if I know, like when you came out and said like, look, the big events are kind of easy to plan. It's these little things. And I feel like we have given you some little things. Some are a little bigger
Yeah.
in scope than others, but do you feel like you have enough ammunition to get a good start on this?
I do. I think, in terms of like the vibe, honestly, it's cliche, but it is very like work hard, play hard. I don't think anyone takes themselves too seriously. So I do think there would be a lot of fun. I think my concern is just, I don't want to make it too much of a commitment where it's like a couple people are really going hardcore and then everyone else is kind of like, I have to work. You know what I mean?
That's why I like some of the ideas about like my Ben Franklin impression contest. That may be for like year 2, but like I would start off small with a lot of these
Yeah.
things. Like whatever is the most like everyone like player friendly, like that
Right.
everyone could participate in. Like I do think it's starting slow and then like getting people like used to like, oh, we're doing these kind of weird little things
Yeah.
every once in a while.
I really like the video games and I really like the karaoke as well. And actually, one of my coworkers saw a karaoke bus. Have you seen those?
No.
She saw one of those go by and she was like, we have to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. This
would be a lot
and
of
you
fun.
could also do like a fun walking tour. I did the
Yeah.
tour of Philadelphia when I was there. I'll tell you what else I did in Philadelphia that's shockingly fun.
Uh-oh.
The bus tour
Yes,
with the
it's a
open
lot of
top,
fun.
and you go to all these different Philadelphia spots, and I actually love doing that. Whatever city I first get into, it's like, let me see the most basic stuff. Let me be a tourist. I always thought it'd be really funny to do like a dark, bleak toned Bourdain style travel show. Then it's just me getting on those tour buses. But you see a shocking amount of history in an hour doing the Philadelphia
Yeah.
one. And it might be a bunch of fun. And the idea, our secret goal for this is to bring the quiet folks out of their shell.
There it
and to
is.
let people
Mhm.
into their life and see who they are, whether it's them showing off their dog at home or getting them on a double-decker tour bus and seeing where America was born in our 250th anniversary. And I think you got to go all in for the 250th.
Yeah.
Philadelphia birthed America. Let's lean into it, sister.
Yes.
Yeah. Yay. I'm excited.
Okay, so we feel good?
Yeah.
Okay, as you know, you're stuck with us. Any other tweaking on these ideas, we stand ready. We are here. Producer Wendy now has a very vital email going for weirdheretohelp@gmail.com. But please keep us involved. And I know we threw a lot of fun ideas out at you, but we want to hear what you're doing, how you're doing. Then you also
Yeah.
clearly can take a nugget of these ideas from these two big weirdos and take it to glory. And we can't wait to see what you do.
Yeah, no, I love it. And it'll be a few months until I'm, really, really in it, but I will definitely follow up and send some pictures of some of the events once we get rolling.
Well,
I
that's
love it.
perfect. Like end of summer, you'll be taking over right as autumn starts. Oh, it couldn't be. You're lined up for success. Trust me.
Yeah.
Starting anything new in the fall is a good time to start. Let me tell
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Whimsy unlocked.
Whimsy unlocked. Carrie, God tier.
Boom.
Boom. Carrie, well, if you have any pictures, let us know how it goes. We are definitely curious. We'd love to do a follow-up. But in the meantime, we're very excited for you. You are going to be, they hired the right person. You're going to bring the Whimsy back.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
All right.
Awesome. And lean into Ben Franklin's weirdness. It's
Yeah.
what made
Will do.
America.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
don't talk
He was
about
a ritual
enough.
magician.
A1 weirdo.
Hellfire Club. Look it
Yeah.
up.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Bye, friend.
Bye, Carrie.
Weird Here to Help is hosted by Eric Edelstein and Steve Berg. If you'd like to be on the show, please email us your question at weirdheretohelp@gmail.com.